Welcome to Tarot and Chill. My name's Nisha, and this is a pick a card reading to find out who is your partner. Gonna find out about their personality, their likes, their dislikes, their good, their bad sides, all of that good stuff, so hopefully you guys will enjoy the reading. Please hit the thumbs up button below if you do. I've got 3 groups for you to choose from today, and I've done some more channel drawings. Group 1 is a lady with red hair. Group 2 is a man with black hair. And group 3 is a singer on the stage. Please pause the video now if you need to take a moment to make your choice. Otherwise, I'll see you in your reading. All the timestamps will be in the description box below. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and leave me a comment to let me know how this resonates for you and if you enjoy your channel drawing. If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe. I make a lot of content like this, and you can find details of my personal readings and Patreon when we have more exclusive content below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in your reading. This reading is for you who chose the lady with red hair. Let's see what cards you have. In the Secret Language of Animals Oracle, you have Lizard, Tuatara, Dreaming, Sight, Knowledge, Hidden Gifts, and Snow Leopard, Mystery, Agility, Belief, Sensitivity. From the Angel Guide Oracle, you have Clear, Counsel, and Release. From the Goddesses, Gods, and Guardians deck, you have Apollo, Divine Messages. From the Good Commentary, you have the Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Swords. From the Golden Universal Tarot, you have the Emperor and the Fool. And then from the Orion's Animal Tarot, you have the Nine of Pentacles. Really love the energy. It does feel like your partner is I'm feeling like they're very different to most people. Like, they kind of stand out a lot. I feel like they're very attractive, and to be honest with you, they kind of know it. Like, they know that they're really good looking. They know that they're kind of outstanding looking and just like outstanding in general in a lot of ways. I feel like they might get a bit big-headed sometimes, just to go straight into like the negative. But at the same time, they are very smart, and I feel like they do have kind of like the right ideas about things. So it's like, even if they are a bit full of themselves sometimes, I do feel like they do have like some divine knowledge and quite a lot of abilities in different areas. So I do feel like their big-headedness might be coming from kind of like backed up with actual skills and stuff. Like, not to say it's a good thing or it's like justified or anything. I'm still putting it in like the negatives list, because I do feel like they might be a bit vain even. But like, to go back to the point I was trying to make, like, they are very intelligent. They're clearly like extremely impressive to people, and I feel like it is for a reason. And to say that might have got to their head a bit is like, it's kind of one of those things, because I feel like this person might have quite a lot of power. I feel like they are in quite a position of power in terms of their business or what they do. It feels like they might be quite respected in their field, respected in their industry, or have quite a high up position in their company. Like, they're the sort of person where I feel like they do well in life, like they have good money. This person, I feel like they dress very well. Like, people would look at this person and think, wow, because they do really stand out. They really shine. They look impeccable, I'm hearing. Like, the way they dress just from day to day might be a bit kind of like dressed up compared to other people, which again, I feel it contributes to maybe people kind of thinking of them as vain sometimes. But I do feel like they're a very deep soul in terms of like their spirituality. Like, it's kind of funny because on the surface I feel like they may not seem very deep. They might come across as quite shallow, but I feel like they're very in tune with something, and it's like they don't need to think too hard. They just kind of go with the flow and go with their beliefs. Like, they might be very religious or very spiritual, but I feel like they do have like quite a divine connection, and they're very strong when they believe something. It's like they will not take no for an answer, or will not doubt themselves for a second if they believe something. Like if they believe something, then that's that. You won't be able to convince them otherwise. Because again, I do feel like they do have like some direct knowledge, like they might be a channeler, they might be a bit psychic. They're very dreamy anyway. I feel like they are extremely good looking. Like I just want to kind of stare at their energy, if you know what I mean. Like their energy is, especially their eyes. Do they have blue eyes for some of you, or like maybe just in terms of their eyes, I just feel like their eyes might be like a really gorgeous shape or a gorgeous color. It doesn't have to be blue, but I just feel like the shape and shade of their eyes is like absolutely stunning. They do catch people's attention and get looks and get stares, but I'm seeing this person's like really rejecting of everyone. So don't worry about this person being disloyal, because I'm seeing they're absolutely 100% trustworthy and faithful. Like to the point where they won't even look at other people. They act like other people don't exist. They might even act like you don't exist sometimes. Like I feel like this person just gets like so up in the clouds with things that they're doing that they might not be able to know what's going on around them. So don't take it personally. I feel like a lot of people get it a lot worse with this person. Like they do completely ignore a lot of people. And I do feel like they get very into their work. And again, they might be the head of a company, like the CEO or some kind of executive, some kind of manager who's like maybe a middle level or a high level manager. Maybe self-employed as well, because I feel that they're very busy and they're always coming up with some concepts or business plans that they need to develop. And yeah, for them, it's like they need to protect their space and they need to protect their ideas. And I feel like they always like to protect their hygiene, because they're a bit vain and like self-centered. I'm not going to lie to you, like this person might be a little bit narcissistic. Don't take it as like I'm diagnosing them as a narcissist, because I'm not. I'm really not. Like your person is, honestly, like they're a very favorable person. Like you shouldn't look at this person as like a terrible person just because I'm saying they're a bit narcissistic. It's more just like they're a bit charmed by themselves. But I'm not surprised, because I'm charmed by them, you're charmed by them. Loads of people are charmed by them. But I feel like they do have people who like dislike them, people who hate them. I'm not sure if your person like works as like a bar person, some of you. And it's like they have customers who maybe come in because they fancy them and get a bit pissed off because like your person reads them. I feel like your person is good at reading people, and they know when to say no to people. Like, for example, if they were a bar person, if they were a barman, a barmaid, they would reject somebody's service if they were too drunk or if they were acting rude, if they were being offensive. Your person's quite tuned in that way, like they prevent anything negative from happening. It's really amazing. Like I feel like your person manifests a lot and they like to keep things clean and simple, and they're not afraid of just like cutting people out or saying no or like eliminating something from their view so they can focus on something else. They really like to stay in like the flow of what's going on. They don't like too much clutter in their space. I'm hearing they like a lot of space for them. They like a lot of time to just chill and lay back. I feel like they might like to go out and like wine and dine and do things like, for some of you, like gambling. Like they might be a bit of a gambler, a bit of a risk taker. But I do feel like they prefer being at home in their own space, in their own comfort. Their home is probably very glamorous and very comfortable. And again, I feel like the way they dress is very big. The way they dress, they look like a big deal. They might wear really luxurious fabrics, really beautiful prints. Just really like heavyweight quality goods that if you look closely at them, they might look really boring, some of them, but like if you look closely, you can see the quality. And yeah, I feel like your person's facial structure is like extremely beautiful. They have extremely high quality features, especially if they're a man. Like I feel like most of you are asking about a man. It doesn't matter if you're not, but just if you are asking about a man, I'm seeing like they have like really, really like preferential cheekbones, like highly cut cheekbones. Like their cheekbones are like chiseled, like absolutely like oozing sex appeal. I mean, look at this guy's features. Absolutely model good looks, this person, but I do feel like they're more business oriented. Like they're not the sort of person who would want to be photographed all day. Some of them might, to be honest. But for more of them, I feel like they prefer the idea of doing something like self-employed, doing something on their own, and especially creative stuff. I feel like they might be very artistic and creative, but like have a boring day-to-day job where they're very well respected and good. This person might have a cat or a dog. I feel like they are quite into animals. although not like every single animal. Like I feel like this person has like preferred pets and like preferred species that they love to be around, and it's not like they're like super into like animal care or animal welfare or anything like that, is what I'm picking up. Like they're a bit too selfish and a bit too focused on like material stuff. They really do care about their finances, they care about their wallet, they care about protecting their privacy, I'm hearing. They're very cautious, like they're very safe, but I do feel like they tend to just get like kind of like up in their own head and make mistakes sometimes. Like this person might have a tendency to like trip, literally like trip and fall. They also might be the sort of person who does like misstep or like make mistakes occasionally because they're just like a bit too concerned with something else. Like a bit too daydreamy to notice, say like the dog needs feeding. So it's like for you as their partner, you might have to like take up the little tasks when they forget, things like that. It's like they're daydreaming and like channeling, or I don't know, doing something creative or a business phone call, and like they'll forget about the pet, or they'll forget about the tap being on, they'll forget about the oven. So yeah, they can be the kind of person who does like not see the certain things, like they don't notice everything, especially what's on the ground in front of them, unless it's like business oriented. I feel like they have a tendency to maybe not notice. For example, like if you're feeling unhappy, I feel like this person might not notice unless you're very obvious with it, like really obvious. But sometimes they might just be really naturally tuned in and aware. It just like depends if their guidance tells them something or not, because it does feel like they have like their own channels and like sources of guidance that they follow, and their own tastes. And I feel like certain things, like you might try and talk to them about like certain news events and they have absolutely no idea, or like pop culture stuff, but then they might talk to you about like some really weird like underground artist you've never heard of. It's like the energy of like if you try and talk to this person about someone like, I don't know, like Beyonce or Jay-Z, or like, I don't know, like someone like James Charles, like this person might not know who those people are, but they'll want to talk to you about like some band from the 70s that you've never heard of and like nobody knows the name of anymore. They're that kind of charming character, and I feel like they do kind of have their own way. And they're very stubborn in their way. Like, don't try and change this person unless they're kind of being changed by themselves anyway. It's like you might be asking this person to change, but they won't do it unless they kind of receive the message that they need to change for their own reasons. Like you saying something to them is not enough. It's like it has to come from like a divine source, or they won't believe it. It has to be like backed by spirit, or this person won't believe it. Yeah, this person's like very, 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 very divine, and like they take it very seriously. Like if this person was getting a tarot reading, they would take it absolutely seriously and like absolutely be enchanted with it. I feel like their eyes would be like widening at it and absolutely in awe. They might even be a reader themselves and give like incredible readings. But yeah, they seem to be more into like the business and finance realm. I am feeling this energy of them being very homely and comfortable, but only to an extent. Like when they have to go out and do business, they're happy to go out and do whatever they have to do. And they'll just look forward to coming home and relaxing and like getting back to their comfy place. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the reading group 1, and I hope I managed to read your partner quite well. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below and leave me a comment. Subscribe if you're new here. I make a lot of content like this. Check out the other content on my channel if you're interested. And if you'd like a personal reading or to join my Patreon where we have exclusive pick a card readings, channeled readings and collective readings, then please see the description box below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the man with black hair. Let's see what cards you have. From the Secret Language of Animals Oracle, you have Orange Blossom Jellyfish, Transparency, Sensitivity, Surrender, Illumination. From the Angel Guide Oracle, you have Angelic Protection and Romance and Connection. From the Goddesses, Gods and Guardians Oracle, you have Ra, Share Your Gift. From the Good Karma Tarot, you have the Magician and the Hanged Woman. From the Golden Universal Tarot, you have the Eight of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. And then from the Orion's Tarot, and then from the Orion's Animal Tarot, you have the Ace of Cups. I feel like your person's very, very, very protective in general, like over not just you, but like over their whole circle, all the people around them. I feel like they would fight for you and also for others on behalf of others. They're very caring. Like, this is the sort of person where their heart is very easily opened up, I feel like. But I do feel like they do have like quite a lot of boundaries and barriers. But it's like if you get past their boundaries and barriers, this person's like really soft and mushy. But yeah, they don't let too many people in besides their best friends and you as their partner and their family. Because they're very busy. I feel like this person's main goals in life are working very hard and achieving something big. They have really big ideas, I'm seeing, and like they're very inventive. This person might come up with inventions all the time and creative artworks, things like that. Like, this person might paint, they might draw, they might come up with music, they might dance. I feel like they might be very creative when it comes to like fashion and designing clothes, maybe filmmaking, all sorts of stuff. I feel like they're just very, very, very artistically inclined. They're very good at a lot of things as well. I feel like they have a lot of different talents, so much that it might clash. Like, this person might have a day job, and then after their day job, they go and do something that's like their own personal project, like their hobby, their passion project, and it might be something artistic or creative. And it feels like their heart is more in that kind of sphere, but they might have to work very hard for money. This person's a very good worker. Like, I feel like they'd be very appreciated at work, but they're kind of better if they're allowed to do their own thing in their own room at their own pace. Like, they don't really like being around too many people at work. They find co-workers stressful. Like, they find other people's energy can rub them up the wrong way if it's not like the people they really, really, really care about. Although they are very caring, like they do care about people a lot. But it's just like some people are very grating for this person, because I do feel like they're very sensitive. Like, they're very sweet and squishy on the inside. Like, they're a cuddly person. They're sensitive, and other people's energy will like rub them up the wrong way. Like I said, like just grate on them, make them angry, make them frustrated. Like, this person likes to really concentrate on their work because they are very inspired, and they come up with, I feel like they come up with like creative ideas when they do like boring repetitive tasks. Like, maybe whatever their day job is like very boring, and they come up with like invention ideas and pieces of art that they want to create in their head while they're doing their day job. So yeah, if they have like noisy co-workers and stressed out people around them, I feel like it really irritates them. I feel like this person does have a tendency to get quite stressed and flustered, because they might be, again, like I'm feeling like they have so many different projects and passions that they might feel a bit conflicted about where to put their energy. And they might be quite argumentative sometimes. Like, that's a negative of this person, is they might be a bit tense, and like it might be quite easy for you and this person to argue. But it's nothing serious. It's like kind of just like really minor disagreements, like, oh, you didn't put the fridge door closed properly, or you didn't put the milk back in the fridge, like that kind of thing. And then they'll have a little tiff with you, but it's not like a blow up. It's not like they want to like leave you or harm you or anything. It's more like they'll come back and apologize later for being a bit rude with you or being a bit stressed. Like, they'll apologize usually, or they'll just make it up to you really quickly. This person has a lot of love for you, and I feel like they might write you like letters of love. They're that kind of person where they'll like go off and be in their room and like sit with their feelings, like swim in their emotions and write a whole poem about you, or a whole song, or like paint you a picture. And they do have a lot of ideas. Like, this person, while they're alone, they do a lot of feeling and a lot of thinking and like a lot of creative writing. I'm hearing a lot of prose. Like, they write prose, they do illustrations, they do garage band music projects, they do like DIY projects. This person's just like constantly busying themselves. Again, I'm feeling like they might have anxiety, and it's very easily triggered, and they like to find something to do. Because they're not easily stressed when they're like involved in a project, when they're into their work. That's when this person is like at their best. Like, if you saw them at work, you'd feel like they were a different person, because they're just so impressive. You'd feel like they're just like a master. They really are. They know how to master things quickly. Like they'll just keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over again until it gets really good. And then they'll get it like to a consistent level where it's like absolutely professional. And they do this with absolutely anything that they try. And if it's too stressful for them, I feel like they wouldn't want to hang it out for too long. Like the kind of thing this person finds stressful is more like meeting with other people and working with them, or like having to deal with people they have tension with, having to deal with people they don't agree with. Like the kind of people where their moral codes clash, they don't really like being around them. They're very gifted when it comes to reading people's aura, I'm hearing. Like they're not like a psychic or a channeler like group number one's person, but they're more like somebody who reads people and knows their character. And they're very sensitive. Like they have like a high intuition, I'm feeling, like a very, very strong intuition, where they're almost like clairvoyant. Like they're not really like a psychic or anything, but they listen and they hear things. So yeah, I feel like this person might be a musician. They might be somebody who is clairvoyant when it comes to like music. Like they might just hear music and want to start playing it. They might be able to listen to a song and sing it immediately, or hum the melody and then like play it on the piano or the trumpet or something. This person's very fiercely protective over you, like they're your guardian. And I feel like sometimes in ways you don't know, but it's like they might have like an intuitive hunch about something and then like do something in your world, or send you a message to try and help you, to try and protect you. They're also very creative in terms of like the ways that they communicate with you. I feel like that they'll come up with like a new way to tell you that they love you, a new way to express their muse. Like you're their muse, I'm hearing. Like it's not really about their personality anymore, it's like how they feel about you. I feel like this person's really obvious. Like how they seem on the outside is who they are on the inside. Like what you see is what you get. I feel like you already know this person like has a temper, and it's not like aggressive, it's not violent. Like they're never going to be violent or aggressive with you. It's more like maybe their circle. They might have like fallouts with their circle sometimes, but they're very sweet and gentle and like easy to make up with, easy to forgive. They don't really quit until they reach their goals. Like they have certain things in their life that are really big themes for them, is like wanting to finish projects and wanting to do it well, and wanting to like resolve issues with people. Like I feel like they do really want to, like if they do fall out with people, which is seemingly their one little negative, is like one is that they do too many things at once, and one is that they seem to like disagree with people around them and like fall out with them sometimes. And I'm hearing they're very blunt and direct and honest and okay with like falling out with people over it. Like they don't give a shit if it's something that they're passionate about. It's like they don't really mind beefing with other people, or like changing their views on that person. If that person is like violently against them, they don't mind like switching on that person rather than changing themselves. Because yeah, like I said, they are very clear, they're very honest, they're very open. If you ask them about themselves, they'll tell you honestly, because it feels like they've done a lot of self-reflection. Like this person has maybe had therapy and had that kind of work on themselves where they're high vibrational and not in any like clubs of people where it's like toxic, or environments where it's below their vibe. It's like they don't like that and they want to get away from it and they want to just like be alone to work. So yeah, I feel like this is a really beautiful, happy partner. Like this person is like very happy to have you. I feel like they really, really get mad on your behalf. Like if something goes wrong in your life, this person would want to like fight someone over it. Like they'd want to like beef with your boss if your boss was like bullying you, or shout at your friends if your friends did something to hurt your feelings. Like they're such a sweetheart and they're really committed to you. They're genuinely really, really, really committed. And I do feel like a lot of people like them. At certain times when they were single, they might have been fighting people off. But it seems like most people just want them for their body, and they really, really, really value heartfelt emotion over everything else. It's like this person might have been celibate for a long time before they met you, maybe many years, maybe just many months. And I feel like their intuition was telling them to like, wait. And it feels like when they met you, it was like absolutely amazing for their heart. Like their heart just opened up to you really quickly. And before that, I feel like they were just like having friction with people. Like maybe they didn't quite see eye to eye. Maybe they just wanted to like keep their space from people. So yeah, interesting message, but I feel like this person really sees you and they're happy that you've had this reading on them so you can see their personality. Like this person really trusts you and they trust me as the reader to like read them and give you the assessment. I feel like they would like smile inside to know that you had a reading on them. Like they would feel really touched and like, oh, that's so cute you watched a reading on me. Like they really perceive things in a sweet way and they would be like charmed to want to understand you more as well and like want you to understand them more. So yeah, maybe send your partner this reading if your partner's into that sort of stuff, because I feel like they would be if they found out about it. They might be so busy with their own stuff that they don't know this exists. But yeah, I feel like they would be charmed by it just as much as you. And yeah, this person is really, 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 really like smitten with you. And in general, like when they do fall in love, it's really heartfelt and really full on. Like they would ride or die for their partner, go all out for their partner, do anything for their partner, and wait for you. Like if you're not around, they will battle other people off until you're back and like write you love letters from a distance. So yeah, really sweet reading and really sweet person. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below if you did, and leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. If you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and join the Tarot and Chill family. I make a lot of videos like this. Check out the other content on my channel if you'd like to see more. You can also find more on my Patreon, where we do exclusive pick a card readings, channeled readings, and collective readings. You can find the link in the description box below. If you'd like a personal reading, you can find the information below in the description box. And I really hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the singer on a stage. Let's see what card you have. From the Secret Language of Animals Oracle, you have Albatross, Faith, Endurance, Journey, Hope. And Lotus Blue Butterfly, Transformation, Becoming, Lightness, Beauty. From the Angel Guide Oracle, you have Vulnerability and Freedom. From the Goddesses, Gods, and Guardians Oracle, you have Rhiannon, Inner Strength. From the Good Karma Tarot, you have the Nine of Swords and the Knight of Wands. From the Golden Universal Tarot, you have the Five of Pentacles. And then from the Orient's Animal Tarot, you have the Six of Swords and the Five of Swords. I feel like your person has gone through a lot of struggles in life and like they're still kind of struggling. It feels like they're still having quite a difficult time with their finances, and like it feels like they're not very like safe and protected in the world at the moment. So you might want to like check in on them more and just like make sure they're doing okay. Because yeah, I feel like they have a lot of anxiety, they have a lot of worries, they have a lot of stress, they have a lot of troubles. They're going through a lot of trials and tribulations, and it feels like you have really been there for them through it. And I feel like they would do the same for you if you were going through similar kind of trials. Like they would just stand by your side and be there. Be there through thick and thin, through good times, bad times, riches, poverty. They would stand up for you and go all out for you, but I feel like they kind of need you to do that for them right now. This person's usually very strong and active and focused, motivated, creative. Like they're almost like a star. They have a lot of star potential. This person might have a very beautiful singing voice, or they might have other like talents. They also might be the sort of person who's really, really like wanting to be in the limelight, or they might be in the limelight. Like they might be an influencer, they might be a model. They might be famous, they might be someone who's kind of like desirable looking in the way that is like mainstream appealing, I want to say, because it's like obvious that it's your partner, so you're going to find them attractive. Like it's a bit stupid for me to say they're attractive. But yeah, it feels like this person's like absolutely desirable to like the majority of the population. Like they are the sort of person who would photograph well, like they're photogenic and they're nearly perfect physically. I feel like you would describe them as like perfect, and most people would describe them as nearly perfect. I also feel like they sing in nearly perfect pitch. Like they might be able to sing any of your favorite songs and like just naturally harmonize perfectly or just get the right rhythm perfectly, get the right note to start on without hearing the song. They seem to be like naturally talented in a lot of ways, but I feel like they kind of struggle with like finding themselves in a stable environment. Like it feels like this person might like to go traveling a lot, or they might like to kind of start a lot of projects and not really finish them, and then get a bit of a headache about how much stuff that they've got going on and not be able to deal with any of it. And I feel like they might be in a bit of like a precarious situation all the time, where it's like they don't have enough money, or they don't have a place to stay, or they're struggling. It's like they're giving me like starving artist energy. And I do feel like they have been through a lot of kind of like not very nice stuff in their life that they could tell you about, and they might have already told you about it, depending how long you've been their partner. But yeah, I feel like they use it as inspiration now, and they have a lot of trust that things will be okay because of how many times things have been okay for this person throughout being thrown in the deep end a lot of times. Like they do kind of know that they have the strength and I want to say wherewithal to get through it. Like I never say that word wherewithal. I don't know where that came from. But it feels like this person, they don't mind being thrown in the deep end and struggling, but they're kind of like tired of it. Like they're so fucking exhausted. And I feel like they have so many mini problems and big problems and larger problems that they kind of need like a group chat of people to like help them right now. Like it's one thing for you to help them and stick it out and be there for them and be by their side, but they might need like assistance. They might need like government assistance, healthcare, like financial assistance. They might need somebody to like help them pay their bills on time and like help them to get straightened up in a few ways, like to make sure they get some fresh air and some exercise, because I feel like they're going through something at the moment. Like this 9, I'm hearing like the last 9 months or 9 years even, this person's been going through like so much stress and trauma and tragedy. It feels like something's always going wrong in their existence, in their world, in their surroundings, in their environment. Like nothing to do with them, because I feel like this person has like the right attitude to get forwards most of the time. But right now it feels like they're going through something where it's like really testing. And they do still have hope, they do still have faith, they have like the courage to get through this, I want to say. Like they do feel like they're going to be valued for their talents in the future. I feel like this person, they might have the ability to get some sort of help, but they kind of want to like tough it out on their own because they feel like there's some like divine protection coming or something like that. Like this person, they're not giving me like delusional vibes, but they're just giving me that maybe that their hope is like a bit too big right now because the situation might be a bit worse than what they're seeing or what they're telling you. Like I feel like their situation is bad. Like just straight up, their situation is bad. Like this person has loads of potential and talent and creative gifts and skills and harmony and beauty and literally everything a person could want, but I just feel like they might be like unemployed right now or getting like what I feel like is like stranded at a gas stop, like a gas station, like the kind of energy where they go traveling somewhere and then they just like lose their car keys and their car's like stuck somewhere and it won't start and they just like can't get home. And they'll like try and walk home to you and get lost or like get frozen outside. It's like this person's like absolutely like kind of like misfortunate. I don't know what it is. I feel like it's changing, but it's like they need somebody with them. Like they need help. They need protection. They seem like a bit, not clumsy, but just, it's this misfortune energy coming through again. Like they're not lucky. They're like unlucky. Not to you. Like I don't feel like they're unlucky to you. Because they've got, again, like loads of potential, loads of star potential. I feel like when they're good, they're absolutely incredible. Like they're so stand out when they're good. Like when they're on their right path and they feel good about themselves and they have enough money in the bank and they're not like starving hungry or exhausted or anything like that. This person is such a magical person to have around. Like they're really funny and charming. They get you on a deep level. I feel like they're very understanding. They're someone who stands by your side no matter what. And they would do that for a lot of different people. They care about animals. They care about the planet. They care about children. And yeah, they do have all these talents and skills and they're beautiful, like absolutely stunning. And like, the kind of desirable beauty that stands out and you don't really see many times in your lifetime. It's like the kind of person who's stare-worthy, who people do like encourage to be a model or a star. Like, you should be an actress, you should be a model, you should be a this or that, like somebody famous, somebody to take photos of. And yeah, I just feel like this person, despite all of that, they have so much like conflict and trouble. Like, I just feel like something really bad has happened to this person over and over again. Like, something bad happened to them. It feels like they've been through so much trauma and they want to move past it. But it's just like really, really like rotten in their stomach. Like, they might have physical health problems and greatly unhappy dreams and memories of like PTSD, migraines, conflict in their environment, like with their family, with their mates, with their like everything. Like, this person might have had legal problems in the past. I was hearing like judge and jury, like conflict with their judge and jury. So yeah, for some of you, this person's been through the works of life. Like, they've been through everything. They might have had legal cases. They might have had, I'm hearing murder charges for some of you. Like, absolutely no. Like, who is this? Who has murder charges? I'm seeing that you seem to be like their ride or die anyway, and they like really respect you and they love you, and like, you've been like a really good person to this person. You stood by them in thick and thin. But yeah, they have a lot of like hateful memories and stuff that they're trying to move on from. I'm hearing it's like mostly childhood trauma. And it's like, for them, for right now, it's like at nighttime they have absolutely like crazy, horrible dreams. The worst kind of dreams you could imagine, and I feel like it drains their energy, so they're really tired and they may not find it easy to like work and get around and like do the household chores and things like that right now. But I feel like they would benefit from some exercise and some fresh air and some breathing of the life into their situation, and like someone to keep their mind off of all of this stuff. Like, so yeah, do spend more time with this person if you can, because I feel like they need someone who's like a strength to them. I feel like they need like constant communication and reassurance and encouragement and like help to solve their problems, help to combat all this anxiety and worry, and someone encouraging them to like go outside and get fresh air and be brave and take on the challenges as they can. Because yeah, this person has a huge potential to like transform into their greatest version. Like, they want to, they're desiring it. I feel like they want to manifest it, but it's just like they've been through so much trouble that it's so impossible for them. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you do go and take care of this person a little bit, because they need it. I feel like you would be surprised how quick they'd reply if you contacted them, I want to say. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button below and leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. If you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and check out the other content on my channel if you like this video. I make a lot of readings like this. Check out the information in the description box for Patreon, where we have more exclusive content, and also my private readings information. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.